Live from the North Carolina Speedway, otherwise known as the Rock side of today's NASCAR race, the Pop Secret 400, right here on MRN. What can you tell us about this track, Barney?
North Carolina is a fast track, considering it's only a mile long. The corners are tricky, though, and getting off them fast is the key to getting speed down the straightaways.
In 1993, Bobby Labonte finished second to Jeff Gordon in the Rookie of the Year battle.
You know, that's a pretty good rookie class. At first, Gordon's accomplishments overshadowed Bobby's, but Labonte had been a solid contender for the title in each of the last few years.
Ward Burton got himself and car owner Bill Davis their first career victories here at the Rock in the fall of '95.
You know, Ward didn't start out with Bill Davis racing in 1995. He switched teams with 9 races left in the season, had one heck of a finish with that win and 2 other top 5 finishes.
America, and with that, welcome to our yearly tradition of I'm gonna play as Dale Earnhardt in an EA NASCAR game, have somewhat of decent fun in it, and then don't play it again because I just still can't get the handling and that shit figured out. Kurt Bushy Bitch is on pole position from Jeremy Meth Addict, and with that, we're going to start the race from 20th on the grid next to Scott Wimmer. Hello and welcome. We are green at the Rock. I said I don't know how this game, I still haven't figured the handling out as good as you would probably hope. You know, play these games every so often, and I've just been like, you know what, NASCAR's racing at the Rock this weekend, and why not bring up this game, dig it up from the depths of my hard drive, and play as Dale Earnhardt, which we do always, because, you know, it's the Goodwrench Chevrolet, and we love the Goodwrench Chevrolet on this channel. We've actually making some moves here, 10% race distance, by the way. Making some moves. There's Ken Schrader in the combos, Pontiac. Newman, Greg Biffle there in the 16. Making moves here. I mean, get custom settings. Pretty much got it all cranked to the hardest difficulty apart from AI speed, which I don't know if it was the right thing to do or not. Whee! Getting together with Tony Stewart there. Up to 12th position. Hallelujah! Getting loose off the corner. But we saved it. And defended from Stewart as Mark Martin's in the wall. And there's no cause for that, so Mark got screwed over with that. Alright. So working our way up into the pack. I'm digging as we dig into Jeff Burton's rear bumper. You know, as I said, this is one of the kind of a moved out of the way there. Oh, and he is into Jimmy Spencer there. All I want to say was just like, you know, I like the Thunder games, you know, I play them every so often, and they're always, you know, always fun, but I never, you know, I slowly start to figure the handling out actually with these games. I have some assists enabled, as you might see if you play these games regularly. I'm not as loose and not spinning the tires and shit in the corners and stuff. I don't have a custom setup or anything, but you know, maybe I'll do a season of this game in the future, because actually, as I said before, it's kind of fun. I just never really had the time, or I never really wanted to get into it and try to figure it out properly and shit. But you know, every time I race it, and it's fun. Until I get frustrated with it, because I'm gonna race at one track where I just can't figure out how to race, and I'm like, I don't know what, doesn't matter anyway. So trying for 7th position now on the outside poster of Jeremy Meth Addict. There's Johnny Benson, who won this race in real life in 2002, his first and only Cup Series win. If it wasn't for a career mode season, he's probably the guy I'd choose to run a season with. Because 2002 was, apart from his 11 million injuries, probably his best. Well, not really actually. I think 2001 was a bit better if you look at it. I mean, Johnny Benson from 2000 to 2002 was actually that kind of his prime season in Cup. As we're Roughing up there, Earnhardt style. But yeah, just, you know, it's Sunday, it's time for random racing, and Benson is on the wall, and so I figured, let's play this game, and we're moving our way up into the top 5. I think I may have the AI speed set a bit too low, even though it's in the, like, you can't adjust the slider if you do custom difficulty. Maybe the AI is just shit at Rockingham for this game, I don't know. As we're now behind Earnhardt's successor, Kevin Harvick. My favorite driver in the Goodwrench Chevrolet. We're going to pass the Goodwrench Chevy in the Goodwrench Chevy. And the 2000 Series champion, Bob Labonte's up next for position. That's third then. Oh, both me and Harvick got loose out of the corner. I think the outside's just a bit more comfortable to drive, it seems like. I don't know. Just floored then on the exit. Maybe that's just my assist kicking in, but you can just, you know, like, on throttle and not gonna run the marbles onto the wall, but you could just throttle it up and get the run going on the guy ahead of you. As we're going into the third position in car number 3, blocking Bobby Labonte there. Alright. T almost getting loose again. Bobby's coming back. On the inside, side by side with the 18. But we make the pass work. And once again, getting the run off the corner. Get the run off a 4 into 1 on Kurt Busch for second position. Kurt and that Sharpie Rubbermaid Ford had his breakout season in 2002 with Jimmy Johnson actually the race lead at the moment. Yeah, Busch had his breakout season 1 at Bristol. And I think won a couple of other races late in the season to finish third in the points. Which actually, if you think of it, 2002 was kind of the bad. You know, you had the rookies and Newman and Johnson being up there. Obviously, Sterling Marlin, Mark Martin, and Tony Stewart battling for the title. But then at the end of the season, Jeff Gordon and Kurt Busch both came alive and finished third and fourth respectively in the points, which you kind of miss. I mean, Jeff Gordon was actually on a pretty long winless spree. He won at Kansas in 2001 and then didn't win until the Bristol night race in 2002. Then he rattled off a couple of wins actually late in the season, as did Kurt Busch, and they came close, but not in striking distance off Mark Martin and Tony Stewart, obviously, as they battled out for the title after Sterling Marlin's unfortunate injury. Kansas. As we're now trying to take the lead away from Jimmy Johnson. Might come in next time by then. So I'm told that some folks are on pit lane. Even though I kind of want to stay out a little bit, kind of want to split. I think we can split the race in half. Just, you know, it's this 40 laps for 39. Alright, well, then maybe not. Low fuel, don't like that, so it's gonna come in, I guess. Bringing car to Kevin Hamlin and the boys. Wait, I think Kevin Hamlin was Earnhardt's last crew chief, wasn't he? No, it was Larry Mack, and then it was Kevin Hamlin, I think. And then, obviously... Or was Gil Martin Earnhardt's last crew chief? I actually don't remember. I know Gil Martin was with RCR, and he was done some crew chiefing shit for Harvick then. In his early Cup seasons. I don't know, was Gil Martin or Kevin Hamlin? One of the two guys. Anyway, back out on the racetrack as we almost spin the car. Hallelujah. Get it straight, Dale, buddy. Come on. I don't know if these guys were on pit lane or if they weren't, but if they were, then we're a bit fucked just having a slow stop there, down to 17th at the moment. I think they weren't on pit lane, or they were on pit lane rather. Well, there's some guys ahead of us who stayed out, because we're a lap down at the moment, up to 12 already, so there's some guys that came in. Now the leaders are coming in, alright. I think we still lost some ground there on the pit stops. Come on. I tried if he just parks it. You know, he just parked there. Oh, and he collects Steve Park. Jimmy Spencer does. He just parked there on the in the corner. No wonder he got, you know, collected by me then. Still the first car lap down, but in 10th position. So there's still some goofballs running out, extending. But we're definitely going to make it on that one stop. I think we can just take it easy. We should be able to make it nonetheless. There's Jimmy Johnson, the net race leader. And then we are in the lead. Okay, we actually overhauled Johnson with that early stop. That's nice. Let's just try to stay in that lead. That would actually be the second race I'd won on this game. I remember I did last winter, I did like the race in Bristol. Do you remember that video where I was like, I've never won a race in this game, which I hadn't won, and I haven't raced on this game since, and I hadn't won on this game since. So I'm trying to go for my second career NASCAR Thunder 2003 win. Yeah, as we are ahead of Jimmy Johnson, who's come up to speed. So one 7-time champ versus a future 7-time champ there at the moment. Battling for the win. He tries to send it around the top. We just parked the bus on the bottom and fired off onto the back straightaway. But we got some damage from some wall contact there. You can see the top of your screen. The car a bit yellow all the way around as we overcook the corner. Johnson retakes the race lead, but we're side by side at the line. Kind of smooching him there. We're driving back into first position, but Johnson's coming back. This is some exciting racing at the moment. Jimmy versus Dale. Something I'd love to see in real life. You know, shame we never got to see it. I think they would have shared some great battles over Earnhardt's last years of his career. And Jimmy's first as we come together again. 48 car. Not letting up. Rockingham was the place where Jimmy Johnson got his first career top 10, I think. Or his first career top 5, one of those two. That obviously kickstarted the magic career that he's obviously had until 2020, now doing his part-time stuff with Legacy Motor Club. That was a nice move there by Jimmy. I overcooked the corner once again. I actually was thinking about saving my tires and saving fuel to make it to the end surely, but now we're in this battle and this is better than some boring saving at the line. It's gonna be me with the point, trying to maybe get ahead of Jimmy on the outside. He's got the grip though on the shorter way around the circuit. Still side by side with a guy from El Cajon, California. The second California kid that Earnhardt's battled, and we still have the nose ahead after a whole lap of side-by-side racing. This Jimmy's coming back at us. I'm holding my own there on the outside. Coming to 10 laps to go as we cross the line and this time by. And here we are. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Trying to nose ahead, clear him. Let's park the bus in front of the 48. 10 to go, and we just overcooked the corner then again, and that gives Jimmy the opportunity to come back at us. Let's try to use the inside then instead of the outside. So we're halfway on fuel. We should be able to make it then to the end, I'm guessing. We came in a bit, maybe a lap or two earlier than we probably needed to on our stop. Yeah, I know. I've been battling with Johnson all the way. Okay, well, he's just a bit quicker, seemingly. Just trying to build some momentum here on the 48. Let's approach lap traffic. Maybe we can use them. Just kind of help us get by. To the inside of Jimmy Johnson. We go once again for the race lead. Nice job. That was a nice battle there. I've really enjoyed that. Let's try to stay here in front. Oi, Jimmy Johnson tried to use an Earnhardt move there, kinda. Cutting down there, trying to run us over. Somewhat achieved that as he put us into the wall. Alright, maybe that gotta rough you up a bit, buddy. Got a lot to learn, young one. Didn't want to play dirty with you, but guess I'll have to. If I can come close to you, then it is. Oh shit, that wasn't too good, was it? Oh, and we made contact again. This is heating up. This is heating up then. There's 6 to go. Kurt Busch obviously now closing in on us there, the third place machine. So we've been duking it out for the last 10 laps or so. Still running a bit high. You can feel the tires whirring, and Jimmy Johnson and both Kurt Busch get past. Alright, let's stay calm there. Let's just try to regroup. We can still win this race. We can still win it. We're not out of it yet. Two young hotshots versus the elder statesman. 4 laps remaining in this race. We should have enough fuel in the tank, I'd imagine. As we get past Kurt Busch, let's get past Jimmy Johnson. For 3 laps to go. Car number 3 back in the race lead. Oh, we've cooked the corner a bit, coming to 2 to go. Gotta use the elbows, just putting the elbows out there. 2 to go at the line. Half a second the distance to me and Jimmy. And a bit further back to Kurt Busch. We will hold that lead, I'm sure. As we're gonna come out of turn 4 to take the white flag one more time around at Rockingham. Can Jimmy and Kurt Busch come back at us here? I don't think they can. They've been dropping. Well, as I say that, Jimmy Johnson seems to have gained some speed there, even though Kurt Busch also has, so he might attack Jimmy. Coming into the final corners there. But it's not gonna be enough, or is it? Jimmy Johnson on the outside. Photo finish, but we're gonna win it. All right. Johnson, Busch, Harvick, Labani, your top 5. Wallace, Gordon, Marlin, Newman, and Dale Jr. finishes in 10th position. Wowzers. That was amazing. I enjoyed that a lot. If you have see us lose out of pit lane, man, we were sideways. We were drifting it out there. If you enjoyed this short little random race we did, leave a like, subscribe. See you all next time for whatever the next Kevin Harvick season video is going to be. That was fun. I might do this a lot more often than just once a year. Anyways, leave a like, subscribe. See you all next time. Have a good one, and goodbye.